Hello everyone, I was thinking of doing this one, so I am going to do it. And this is actually going, and as you see what is on your screen is exactly what it says. GameStop dumpster diving, but this is actually going to be like tips and everything else. So, I'm just going to give you like a few tips and a few things that I've heard from other people that most likely is a good idea and etc etc. So, I'm going to smash everything that you should know into this video instead of actually being like, oh, I need one to talk about equipment, I need one to talk about location and all. It's like, no, I'm gonna smash them all together. So first things first is, what time should you go there? What time should you actually go dumpster diving? Well, as you guys can see in my mini series, I went in early in the morning that one time to actually be able to do the Wednesday grab, do the Wednesday version of it. So it was cool. I was okay with the morning. It was okay. I did it like at 7 a.m., which GameStop doesn't open until 10. So it was okay. It was
This
very
is number
nice. I
two where
mean,
I'm
the
going to do it.
sky
This
was
is where
nice.
one
You
of
don't
my
even have to
usual
use your
spots will be.
flashlight. It was very, very cool. It was very, very nice. So in the morning before GameStop, heck yeah, when the sun comes up, it's a good idea to maybe do it. But the only messed up part is that people can actually see you. That's the messed up part. Is that people could actually drive by and see you. There was a loading guy when I did it, and he was okay with it. Yeah, he didn't care what I was doing. Yeah, he didn't care. All he was caring about is if I actually am one of the stupid ones who actually would try to rob him from his stuff that was in his truck. Other than that, he didn't care. So, and that was like in Publix. That was like, yeah, GameStop was right by Publix. As for the other one I went to, no one was even there. So that's one thing you got to make sure. Which that's one thing you really need to make sure you know is the location. Exactly where is it in a location? Like for instance, if it's out in the open, it's okay and all, but I would say stealth is key, and that's what one of them said was stealth is key. It's a good idea that you actually do it where no one's actually looking. So it's a good idea to do that because if not, well, there could be some salty people who are like, hey, what you doing? That's our property. Get the freak out. Hey. It's like, yeah, that could actually happen. I mean, it might not be their dumpster, but on the other hand, it could actually just be someone who's like working somewhere near there and they think that's suspicious, and sadly, they don't want to butt out and they actually want to have some authority in some way. So if you do at night, it's very, very okay. You just got to make sure you do it like after it closes, like 30 minutes. Give it 30 minutes so that just in case someone who's straggling around is like, yeah, you're able to actually just allow them to go home. Then after that, go for it. But of course, like I said, location, you got to know what your location is. Like for instance, when I tried to go in dumpster dive, there was two people from Firehouse Subs who were smoking in the back, and that was like, ooh, and that was crap. That was seriously crap. All right, yeah, let's jump from that one and jump from the next one. Is your equipment? What should you have? Well, I believe that if you are light, if you want to carry lightly, you should definitely have a flashlight. If you're going at night, definitely have a flashlight. Definitely have something to put stuff in. I use a bag. I use one of those easily bags that you get in giveaways, and also you can buy at stores. Some actually use like a crate. There's one guy who actually what used to be a mail carrier. He actually uses the stuff that he used to put his mail in. He says make sure you have something that you're able to wash out because there's some ooky stuff, which I haven't found any ooky stuff just yet. So that's good. And plus, if it was ooky, I most likely will have a garbage bag with me. So that's most likely one thing I'm going to have incorporated in there. Make sure you have gloves. Gloves is a good idea. So disposable gloves. So just in case if there is some ooky, gross stuff, you're able to not have your hands get dirty. Hand sanitizers are also key. You can also get some workman's gloves. That's also helpful. That's like light stuff. If you going straight up, you're gonna have like lots of other things. One thing I say that is kind of makes sense is there's one guy who actually says you should have a pole with a hook on it. which a grabber is good, but you have to make sure you have like a grabber that actually is made of metal and it won't break. Like the one I had for $1 was okay, but it broke. Freaking broke. Now I have to eventually get a brand new one. So yeah, that's kind of sad. Work boots is a good idea, but for me personally, if you're lucky enough to actually just have one that's like I would say code 12, if you know what I mean, that place. You're able to just walk to it and just get stuff out. You don't even have to jump in. As for the one that's by Larry's Giant Subs, that one I'm able to do it manually. But in the other hand, it's like, yeah, boots is a good idea to wear because you won't actually, you can get cut. There could be sharp objects in there. Like, for instance, they could have a freaking stupid pickle jar in there. And that could actually be very, very dangerous. Also, if you're hardcore, you would definitely have a step ladder. I'm just saying, it makes sense if you get a step ladder because that'll make so much stuff easier. That's a good idea. Most likely there's other stuff, but that's good. Oh, yeah. If I didn't say hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. Oh crap! What was the other thing I just thought of and I just forgot? Hmm. Crap. Well, I guess I'll just say this one until I can jog my memory. Is make sure you know what you want to get. Yeah, it's like make sure you know what you want to get. Make sure you know what to look for because yeah, if you look at lots and lots of dumpster dive videos, you actually understand what you should look for. On the other hand, it's kind of like, well, anyways, for people who don't know, when it comes to looking for dumpster diving for GameStop, is they have their stuff in a clear plastic bag, a small clear plastic bag. Because I remember going to freaking airport, they had a big plastic bag, but it wasn't theirs. So yeah, they put their stuff in a small plastic bag. And for people who are like, what can you get? Well, it's simple. What can you get? You can get games if you're lucky. You're able to get a system if you're lucky. You're able to get some add-ons and covers and everything else if you're lucky. You can find some credit. Yeah, you can find credit or you can find some gift cards that actually does have some money in it. Also, you can, some of the receipts is kind of interesting. It's like some of the receipts actually might have some Microsoft points on it and stuff like that. So you need to know what exactly you should look for. Oh, I remember. The most important thing is when it comes to dumpster diving, should you do it frequently or you should do it once a week? Well, one thing you should know is just the idea of when do they pick up the trash? Yeah, it's like I figured out that when it comes to those two, they pick up the trash on Wednesday. So if they pick up the trash on Wednesday, that means I should go the day before Wednesday and actually grab as much stuff as I can. But here is the messed up part. It's the fact of the dumpster dives I actually go to, they both are by sandwich shops, but Code 12 is not really that bad, but Code 21, on the other hand, Area 21, they share a dumpster with freaking Larry Giant Subs. And that means that the more build up you allow, that means the more freaking oozy crap that you have to endure. And plus, the more you have to actually go and dig in there because, well, the stuff that's in there, it's packed in there. So it's like, yeah, that's like the time where you actually have to jump in there and dive and look for the stuff. But if you go day by day, like go night every single night, then you won't have any worrying about it because the reason why you won't worry is because you're able to get the stuff at the night they gave it out. So when it comes to like Larry Giant Sub bringing a big fat freaking bag full of trash that actually has oozing and pickles and all that crap, then the good news is that you're able to save the products before getting buried under that crap and having no worries of what if the bag tore and then yeah. So that's like that's one thing you should definitely do. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else besides the number one last thing you should know is it legal in your state and or county? For me personally, it is safe. It's legal here. It's just that county wise, I don't really know. So that's just the interesting thing. And yeah, take those to heart. And as for things that you should wear, it depends on what time you're going. It's like if you're going in the daytime, definitely don't wear a black hoodie because it's like, yeah, that's not inconspicuous at all. But at nighttime, when you're wearing a black hoodie and sunglasses or a hat or whatever, it's a good idea because then no one will actually be able to see you, quote unquote, or at least you're able to hide in the shadows or disappear if someone's like, hey, freeze, stop what you're doing, come back here. Yeah, you're able to actually just straight up disappear. As for morning time, I say morning time you should maybe just dress normally so you won't actually cause any ruckus or anything. Yeah, that's one thing I did when I was like in the daytime, and it wasn't really by accident because I wasn't actually planning to do it, but I was just wearing a regular t-shirt, regular jeans, just normally, you know? I was just doing that. So that's just one thing that's very, very good. The only messed up part is that if you do it and the people are kind of like, should we worry about this guy? They have your face. They know what you look like. But if you wear a hoodie and stuff, you might be able to conceal yourself a bit. All right, that's all I need to tell you guys. So hopefully that info is very, very helpful. Doesn't take like a 3-step video to tell you what is what. So if you do have any questions, comment down below. But I'm going to just relax and enjoy this day. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more. Have a great day.